You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
I Was a Zombie for the FBI is the story of I don't fucking know. Or is it?
There's nothing else to eat. TV dinners, they really can't be beat.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Mean Mark, and with us today, say hello,
Scott White.
once
Scott
again.
White.
And this is the first time all three of us have ever been in the room together doing one of these.
That's
Yes.
right.
I've been with both of you separately,
Yep.
and we've done it over the phone several times.
On
This is
Skype
the first
and that,
time.
yeah.
And live in studio here at the Comedy Condo in Kingston, Ontario. Scott, first off, you did a fantastic job this week.
Oh, thank you.
At the shows. The crowds have loved it. I've read all the comment cards.
Here's the deal with at Kingston. I'm gonna
tell them about the
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some of this, we're gonna get to it later, but maybe some of this cola from Pleasantville made its way to Kingston.
Can you buy health cola here in
I don't know if you
Kingston?
can buy health. I think people are drinking the health cola because I had at least 3 people come up to me and say a variation of, I don't like to laugh, but I laughed at you.
What?
Yeah.
Once I don't like comedy, but I enjoyed you. And it's like, I don't really get into laughing. I don't really get into humor, but I liked you. It's like, what is going on in Kingston where people just don't like to laugh? And
But come out to comedy shows.
they come out to comedy shows, and it was, oh man, I have never had so many. And then I'm like, wait a minute. If you don't like funny and you're laughing, so am I not funny if you're laughing at Or I don't know, but it was just,
It was insane.
it was insane. I've never had so many weird compliments in my. And God bless, they were being sincere.
Yeah.
You know, they were giving me an honest. They weren't being backhanded.
Now, don't forget, this is Canada, so if anyone wanted to tell you they didn't like you, they wouldn't. They just wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
They would talk about it with their friends, but they would leave.
They would. Yes, they would leave.
We're too polite to go up and say, like, you sucked. So those were compliments, however odd they were.
I do a bit in my show where I hit myself with the mic, and it made a huge, sickening, cracking sound when I did it. And this woman in the audience says, "Oh, are you?" She was genuinely, concerned with my well-being.
Welcome to Canada.
And then I go, "No, I'm fine. And then she goes, "Sorry," and she apologized for caring.
Welcome to Canada.
Canada,
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God.
That's like saying, you know what, I hate amusement parks, but here's my Canada's Wonderland pass. Like
Yeah,
a season pass. Yeah. That's insane.
And it was
love
this past weekend, I don't know, but I was working in Kingston with Jay Malone and Dan Curtis Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan is he's relatively new to he's been doing it for 6 years. So.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about the prisons.
Yeah.
And your serial killer, Paul Bernardo.
That's how we had that one on the tip of
Yes,
the
it was, and he goes, he's our serial killer. I mean, he's no Charles Manson. And I'm like, that is the most Canadian thing I've ever heard, where you apologize for your serial killer not being serial killery enough. He just lacked that panache.
He's our CFL to your NFL.
Yes,
it's good.
It's good. He didn't like the Beatles. He was more into Gordon Lightfoot. But,
sorry about that. Yeah.
He didn't write Helter Skelter. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. He wrote that on the wall in blood, but it was town. They call it Chigume.
Well, okay. So this podcast coming out this week. I'm gonna have plenty of time to. I'm gonna release this probably Tuesday.
Okay. Well, it's your. I think we should early birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yes, happy birthday.
It's your birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday.
Thank you. You guys can do yourselves a favor if you're in the Ottawa area. Go see Scott White in Ottawa at the Absolute Comedy Club.
You're playing
You
this
will
week?
not.
Yes. Yes, this week and next week.
I happen to be in the Ottawa area.
There you go.
I think
So,
I'll
Mark, do yourself a favor. I'm giving a birthday present.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll totally go.
Now, having said that,
Have we stalled talking about
We're avoiding this.
having said all that, Scott, Tales from the White House here. You bring us movies. You brought us 10 to Midnight. You brought us
which
Death
had nothing
Wish.
to do with the time,
That's right.
You brought us Microwave Massacre.
which had everything to do with microwaves.
Yes.
That was
What
fine.
was the last one we
Captain
did?
America.
Captain America Death Too Soon.
Oh my God! Oh, I've erased that from my memory. So, how dare you, sir? But
How dare you? How dare you?
after our Chris Evans awesome Captain America, this comes up out of nowhere.
Every single time you come on the show, we say, congratulations, you've topped yourself. I don't know how you're going to do it next time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I got it right. I think this might do it.
Corpse Grinders 2, maybe
Yes,
the next
maybe,
one.
and then there's Charlie again.
There's
Oh,
Charlie
gee.
again, but
Next time,
Next
Lemo.
time, Lemo.
wow, this is... Let me tell you something. I was a zombie for the FBI. You brought 3 movies, and you let us choose one to do this show.
We purposely didn't choose Charles Bronson again because
Because
we didn't want to
we've done a couple of Charles. I know we were talking maybe doing all the Death Wishes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so, well, especially because we saw earlier this year the Bruce Willis remake and really liked it. So we thought, okay, let's go back and see what.
And now
Charlie
I'm
did.
this one. Now here's just being from it didn't do well in America because it happened around
Shooting.
a shooting.
Yeah.
But did it have a different perspective up here in Canada?
I don't think it was probably as well received,
Mhm.
but probably just because it just didn't play.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So
It's a specific market. I think when I attended in the theater, it was a lot of like guys my age or even older, like who would have remembered Bronson.
Right.
And so now are coming back around to see the remake. So it didn't get much press at all. Either way, it wasn't like looked on as a bad thing because of the shootings in the States, but it wasn't like, well, it's not Shakespeare. So,
Right.
I mean, we're not
Yeah.
really flying over the moon over it, but,
here we are avoiding
Yeah.
the main issue again.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was a zombie for the FBI.
Hey,
you
Pally,
brought-
guess who was confused about this movie? I'll give you a hint. It's me.
And Mark and I, you let us choose this, and Mark and I both said, the title of this movie has got us curious.
Mhm.
I was
Absolutely.
a zombie for the FBI. We had no idea it was going to be in black and white.
Yeah.
We had no idea it was going to be
Set in the 50s?
set in the 50s or early 60s,
Yeah.
but made in 1982.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me, I found out later this was made by university film students from the University of Michigan,
Where I'm from.
where you're from.
Yes.
Did
Not
you
from-
know that?
I did not know that.
Okay.
I'm not from the University of Michigan. I'm from Michigan.
You're from Michigan.
But yeah.
Um,
So was this their film project?
it doesn't say. All it says is it was made by them and it cost $27,000.
This movie cost $27,000?
$1982. So that's at least like a good $50,000 to $60,000
Maybe, yeah.
today, right?
Yeah.
If they were making it in 2018. So let me ask, where did you find this
Yeah,
little darling?
yes, thank you.
Where did
I honestly
Did this movie just appear one day in your movie collection?
it must have.
was there a piece of missing time like before and after the purchase, and then
Did
like
you see
just
a
wake
floating ball
I
before
just-
you purchased this one?
up? You're drinking health cola. Before
If I
you-
remember it correctly, I was in Boise, Idaho, doing a gig, and I was in one of these, weird little shops,
Right.
and that was there, and
Walmart.
no. It was like one of those hippie shops, where they sell off-breed things. And I just saw that, and I just on a whim, I picked it up, and this is the first time I've watched it in maybe 10 years.
So this was
Right.
released. What the DVD was
95.
1995.
95.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And it's probably the early 2000s when I picked it up.
Right.
So this is the first time I've watched it in about 10 years.
Was it in plastic when you?
It was brand
Okay.
new.
So it was brand new.
Brand
It
new.
wasn't secondhand.
It wasn't secondhand. Brand new, cellophane, the whole schmear.
Sure.
Security thing on the back.
Oh
saying
wow!
Gibbo.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I remember that. I remember, I don't know. It was just just something about it caught my eye, and
It's the title, right?
the title. I was a zombie for the FBI. Now,
It was the other movie he brought us was the one with the guy going after the world. Oh, there was like the Amazing Bulk.
the Amazing Bulk.
That's what it is.
Oh, the Amazing Bulk.
Again, how dare you, sir?
No, I would go to my grave saying that's one of the best movies ever made.
Here's the thing. Our former host on the show, Tex, she saw the Amazing Bulk,
Yeah.
and she kept texting me with her reactions, live texting me with the reactions to
while
it.
she was watching it.
I'll show you the text later. She's like, "What in the fuck is happening in this movie?"
Was she watching it because she listened to the podcast?
I don't know. Did you, Mark? Did you talk to her about it? I don't know how she found it.
No, it was some sort of weird coincidence that I was sitting down to watch it, and she texted me. She goes, "If you ever get a chance, watch this thing, The Amazing Bulk." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I'm watching it now."
Oh, okay. So she already knew about it.
She somehow, well, because on YouTube, so she found it somehow. I guess it
Okay.
might have been recommended or something.
It's not on YouTube.
No, it's not on YouTube.
No, it's not on YouTube.
The trailer is.
The trailer is, yeah.
Oh, okay. So she must have found the
She must
trailer.
have found that
Well,
or
she
something.
watches movie trailers online, I believe,
Yeah.
and so it might have come up somehow
Maybe.
in her feed. I don't know.
But regardless, now, like I said, I never thought you would top that one. I never
No,
thought you
that
would
that
top
is still the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean,
dude, I argue.
I
argue.
Well, I would rather watch a family vacation video of a family I don't know going to Portland, Oregon, than watch The Incredible Bulk again. I mean,
No.
Dude, I think there's entertainment value in both these movies. I loved the experience of watching this one in the room with you guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
We
think
almost did a live commentary for it.
You have to see this movie with other people. You
Yes.
cannot watch
You
this
cannot
alone.
watch it
Don't
alone.
go crazy.
You'll
You have
fall
to
asleep.
watch The Amazing Bulk with other people.
Yes, you do.
Okay, maybe that's what I was missing. If I
What you
watch
now
it
that you have it under your belt, what you need to do is watch it with somebody who's never seen it.
Yes.
and watch their
and
reaction.
watch their reaction.
Yes,
yes,
yeah,
that is,
absolutely.
yeah. So,
It's almost like a 2 Girls, 1 Cup. You need to do a
Oh,
reaction video out of this movie. Okay, so is there an overarching, like, 1-sentence plot summary that you can give for this movie?
aliens are attempting to control the minds of Earthlings through poisoning Coca-Cola.
Excuse me. We don't have the rights to say that on the
by
show.
poisoning a soft drink.
Yeah.
There you go.
Made
Yes.
by the Unicola Corporation.
Unicola Corporation makes health cola.
which they have claimed prior to the aliens landing will increase your health.
Right.
So that's why it's a popular drink and everyone drinks it.
That's right. It's a typical 1950s,
Absolutely.
healthy cola.
Yes.
It makes your life better,
Yes.
right? Just like the other that
These,
will not be
these
named.
cigarettes will make your life better.
Yeah.
It's the stuff plants crave.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, Fred Flintstone hawking cigarettes.
Yes.
You've got cocaine and Coca-Cola.
Right.
Oops, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, Coke guys they got lawyers. I'm just saying. So it was an alien because I was a zombie for the FBI. In no way, shape, or form insinuates there would be an alien monster eating children, which
Right.
happens in
the movie.
So there was some surprise. I'll give you that. The Incredible Bulk just reeked of copyright infringement. This had some surprises along the way.
Yes.
I will give you that.
So I don't think we can go through this movie like we normally do.
I don't think we can.
Because
But
you just need to talk about it.
I
So
wanna-
I suggest you.
did the movie Pleasantville steal Pleasant because this takes place in Pleasantville.
Yes.
And then there was that movie Pleasantville, which I believe was after 1982.
No, it was 1990s.
Yes. So did somebody steal from this movie?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, because you had Tommy Maguire in that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So right around Spider-Man,
Tommy
which was
Maguire.
2001. So, yeah.
Reese
you got-
Witherspoon, wasn't it?
And Don Knotts
Don
as
Knotts
the TV repairman.
and William H. Macy. the father.
Jeff Daniels was in it. And,
Yep.
Yep.
But this movie, okay. The one thing, there's two major things, and they're both how the movie is made that we got to talk about. First thing is the quick cutting.
Oh.
This movie cuts insanely. Like no sane person would make a movie this way.
Yeah.
It's cut. Mark, you had a way of how to do it. It was action cut.
Action cut, action cut, action cut, action cut. Wait. Action cut. Go.
This was a blue ball movie because right when something was going to happen,
Cut away. Yep.
Cut away. Yes. So
Yeah.
Instead, you get title cards
yes,
telling you what happened off screen.
Yes. And then they go, the aliens,
The strangers. So
The strangers.
While there's an out and out UFO at the beginning that crashes into a plane and both seem to explode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the ground, everyone's fine. They never address that there's actual aliens. They just keep calling them the strangers. The strangers behave like they've drank the cola they're trying to hawk, and somehow we're supposed to know the difference between the two.
Yeah.
yes.
What the fuck, movie? Like,
Well, there's a scene at the beginning of the movie where these air traffic controllers are looking at the screen. He goes, "I saw a blip on my screen. Do you think it's a UFO?" Like, why would? Who makes that jump? That's exactly. What?
not only did they make that jump, but then cut, and the screen says UFO on it.
Yes!
The screen says UFO. So he's just rolling with what the screen says. Like 1950s computer programming, which
Yes, that was pretty good technology for the 1950s.
What did they put on their punch card? Because that's what they would have had. Right?
Yeah.
Punch card says UFO instantly in the machine. Done. Like this is insane. And I love the idea that the FBI guys they're just allowed in the control room where the FBI will go wherever the
Right.
fuck we want.
Yeah.
And they're in air traffic control waiting for this plane to land with prisoners, two prisoners, right?
Yeah, the Brazo
The
brothers.
Brazo brothers.
Yeah, which, funnily enough, our two heroes are actual brothers, played by brothers.
Right, yes. The two.
The Raspberry brothers.
The Raspberry
Brothers.
brothers. And I don't know if that's got to be a pseudonym.
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
You
Well,
think it's like a nom de plume?
yes. Well, because
Alan
I don't
Smithy?
know what Alan Smithy. You said were you going to make another point?
No, go ahead. No, keep going.
Well, just about because the two main characters, they're almost through the first half of the movie, they're both wearing black suits and black hats.
Yeah.
They're all they're indistinguishable.
Right.
You can't tell one from the other. First of all, one's named Ace and one's name's Rex.
yeah.
And which you pointed out.
Our dog names.
There we go.
Those are both dog names, Rex and Ace. And they're indistinguishable.
They are hero cop names from the 50s.
Yes,
Right,
I
you
guess
know
so.
what
I mean? Yeah,
Ace Drummond, yes.
Yeah,
Ace Drummond
so
and Rex.
Rex
yeah.
Armstrong.
Rex Armstrong. Rex
right?
Armstrong.
Yeah, that's
And
it. Which gets called back, by the way. The villain makes an Armstrong.
Yes,
joke
well, he's hanging
our
from
hero's
a-
dangling from a pipe or whatever. Obviously, it's not true. I'm finally quipping at the end of this movie
But
because
you
it's the
can't
last day
tell
of
for the
shooting
first
her.
half of the movie. You can't tell them apart.
No.
Then in the second half of the movie, one of them puts on a light colored jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one way of telling them apart.
Which you called them.
Spy versus Spy.
There we go.
Yeah, they look like Spy versus Spy.
For those listening, these are the jokes that were coming out as we're watching
Yes,
it. We
yeah.
couldn't wait. So if we had the different tack, we would have just done a live commentary because I think that still
So
deserves it.
The
but-
FBI guys, they're the ones who are in charge of arresting the Brazo brothers when they get off the plane. But they arrest them, I guess, outside of Unicola headquarters. Oh, no. The Brazo brothers hold up inside Unicola headquarters and steal the secret recipe.
Right. Because the strangers
Mhm.
have saved them
Yes.
and made a deal with them. What I don't understand is why don't they just mind control them,
which they can
Yeah.
do.
which they can do. That way they don't double cross them, which the Brazo brothers do. So, but yes, and
Well, now here's I have a question about this part because there's a huge cut in here where the plane just disintegrates, but somehow the aliens, I guess, beam them aboard or beam them down.
they beam one pilot down, but there was two.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And there was the air marshal
and the air.
who was just wielding his gun willy-nilly in
On
the
the
cockpit.
plane. Yes.
He had a six-shooter
Right,
like,
yes.
like he's in the middle of the friggin' Arizona
They do know
shootout,
if you
you
shoot
know? Yeah, and the pilot even points out, he goes, that bullet just won't stop because I'm one of the good guys. And I'm like, that's not how movies work.
And I
But-
think during, I'm not sure, but I don't think they carry guns on there just in case the bad guys get out. They won't won't be able to get a weapon. I'm not really sure.
These days, I think there's an air marshal that does, but
Probably have a stun gun. If anything.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway,
so yeah, if anything gets out of hand, right? But anyway, my question is, so the strangers beam the pilot and the two guys down. They question the pilot, and instead of zombifying him for their army, they just crack his neck, Steven Seagal style.
Yes.
Right after he's answered the questions. But now they have these two guys underfoot, and they say, we're going to use these guys. They're in Health Cola.
Right.
Cut to, what the fuck? It's a siege now, all of a sudden.
Situation.
Yeah, it's a hostage situation. How did they get out of their bonds, overpower the aliens, and take hostages? Where do they get the weapons? Why are the guards not trying to do anything about it? Like this,
Well,
there's a whole 30 minutes.
I
hours
think the aliens sent them there to get the Health Cola formula.
Secret recipe.
Recipe.
So that room where they had them tied up.
I think that
and it's on like a micro. It's not even a microfiche.
Yes.
It's like on a slide that you put in a microscope.
But I don't understand. Why did they need the formula?
I have a guess.
Okay.
So we meet just after this. We meet the Zomball, right? Which is basically their magic do-it-all.
It's the Zomball is the equivalent of the Phantasm Ball, except it doesn't drill into people's brains.
No,
it hypnotizes them.
Right. Well, it's an amazing piece of technology.
It is.
Because it can override any non-electrical computer system, like a 50s car.
Yep.
No electronics, but somehow it can take it over. It can open and close doors, lock them.
It can lock no opposable thumbs.
But it locks manual doors. Yeah, this is a do-it-all, lovely piece of tech.
Yes.
If we had this today, everyone would have one. Like Google Home, this would be doing everything for everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, it would take years for, I think, even if they had two Zomballs, one going east, one going west, to hypnotize everybody. It would take years to span the globe with two little tiny objects doing all the work. So they need a means of mass distribution. I'm explaining more of this than the movie cares to bother with.
Yes.
I just figured it out along the way. I'm like, oh, it's about mass distribution. That's why a popular cola would be good.
When one of the Brazo brothers gets the secret recipe and he puts it down on the table, and then he brings out a second one that looks almost exactly like it, except it looks nothing like it.
Yeah.
And puts it down next to it, and then the camera cuts away. So I think what they did was they took the real one and replaced it with the alien one.
Right.
We do see that,
And
they put it in the locket.
And they put the real one in the locket.
Yeah.
To smuggle it out, which is actually kind of smart.
Yeah.
They're in a siege, a hostage situation, so they know they're not going to get out without being patted down or whatever.
Right.
The cops will find it on them, so smuggle it out with one of the victims. That works.
Now, we see later on the head of Unicola comes to meet the head of the FBI.
Which they don't really tell you at first. We're like, I guess, given
It's
to
Inspector Marceau or whatever it is.
No, we don't know who the hell he's talking to.
Yeah.
It was like when the scene was over, I'm like, oh shit, that's the head of the cola guy.
Yeah. Well, he was complaining that the cola thing has been changed, and it had changed after the siege and whatever. So the FBI is responsible for the recipe of the cola changing.
Because they
I don't know.
Because they lost their secret recipe.
Yeah.
No one knows it.
And I don't know if you saw this, but he brings up the thing. And he says, "This is not our secret recipe." And I'm like, no shit. Because the secret recipe we see earlier is just a tiny little black dot on this little thing. And he brings up this new one, and it looks like a naked woman posing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, well, no shit, it's not the secret fucking recipe. Why didn't you know? What?
Yeah, and it's a big kind of wah-wah, and where did the Brazo brothers get this?
I think the aliens gave it to them. That's what I assume. I assume that's what happened on screen during the
It's
cut.
one of the many things that happened during one of the many cuts that they felt the audience didn't need to know.
It's in between chapters.
Yes. This movie, and we should say this movie is broken down into chapters. With title cards at the beginning of the
It's like
chapter.
5 chapters, right?
5 chapters, I believe.
But now hold on a second. So you're supposing that they sat them down once the Brazos came out of their stupor or whatever. They said, "Okay, listen. Here's what we need you to do. We're going to make you a deal. We need you to go in here, steal this formula, cause a ruckus, sneak it out somehow. But wouldn't it be funny if you put this, on this little microfiche, it's one of your naked females in silhouette? Wouldn't that be fun?" We aliens have
What? I don't think they did it to be funny. I think they did that on purpose.
My theory.
I don't know, dude.
My theory is
They just got here.
they weren't supposed to start a siege. They were just supposed to
Probably sneak
switch it,
yeah.
and then things got out of hand, and they got and it ended up being a siege.
Well, the
That
problem
could
is that's on the cutting room floor.
Yeah,
well, not even written in the script.
that is just a guess on my part.
It is.
Maybe that's part of the 33 minutes of deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
movie's an hour 45. 33 minutes would have put it over 250.
No, I know, but you can't cut the whole siege of Unicola out of this movie when it's the whole MacGuffin that everyone's chasing is this secret formula, right?
Yes.
Because I call it a siege because all the coppers are there, and they got the FBI there.
You have to have the scene where they talk on video over the phone.
Yeah.
They have a video phone in the 1950s for some reason.
Ye old FaceTime.
And you have to keep the scene where they ask for $1 million in small bills, and they give it to them.
Moments. Like they had it outside in the truck.
They said, you got 15 minutes to give us $1 million in small bills. And within 15 minutes, the U.S. Treasury drops off bags of money.
Well, now, okay, they drop off bags of money, cut, of course, but and then a few scenes later, cut back, and they open suitcases with the money. So, during the video call, was Johnson, get the briefcases, and so Johnson's there pulling out of the bags and stacking it all nicely into the briefcases to show the bad guys?
I have no idea.
I don't. Now, another thing about this movie,
we're 20 minutes in.
Everybody mumbles. Everybody talks.
Mumbles.
Everybody talks like they have lockjaw. There is no emotional range from anybody in this movie.
You can't tell the zombies from the non-zombies.
You can't because
it's like everybody in this movie is Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
like early
really
Matthew McConaughey.
Like early Matthew.
And
what is going on?
The music is too loud, too inappropriate, and the voices are too quiet. So I missed
probably
half of the dialogue.
The music plays.
This is the other thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay, go ahead. No, go right ahead.
The music is wrong. I think that's the only way to describe it.
Absolutely.
It's like they picked music and they decided, okay, and we're starting the movie. We're going to add the music into the movie now. Hit the playlist button and just let it play.
I'll do you one better. This was 1982. So back then we had the Casio synthesizer. Where you can have the preset. So they turned that on minute 1.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while they're just like bing, boom, boom, bing, bing, boom, bing, boom. Like the guy just kind of went while he's watching this movie going like, oh yeah. But he's not watching what he's doing.
But the music doesn't match any of the scenes.
No, and he doesn't stop for an hour and 45 minutes.
Music plays in the background constantly through the whole movie.
Yeah. All the time.
Whole way through.
And too loud. You can't.
Too loud.
Way too loud.
And the people are speaking way too softly through their clenched teeth.
Yeah. And you get scenes like you get characters dying and it's during a death scene. Like
some of it, like
there's a guy making a call. It's like it's
he's pouring a coffee.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's insane, but like the scene will cut to another scene. Like you'll go from inside a building in one town to outside in Pleasantville, but it's the same song.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't stop.
No. Like I said,
the scene cuts, but the music doesn't cut.
No.
He turned the Casio on and didn't stop for an hour 45.
Like this was made by film students.
He turned the Casio on and got a phone call.
I think so.
And just walked out of the room and let the Casio play.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll change it now. And the music changes were so random. It's just like halfway through the scene, the music would change because you'd start the scene and it'd be a certain music, da, 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 da. And then by the end of the scene, it would be like happier music, da, 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 da. And I'd be like, I don't remember hearing that music change.
Yeah.
It's
so abrupt.
It just changes.
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle of the scene. And it's so jarring.
It is.
It was so jarring.
And just takes you right out. You're like, can you turn it down, please? These mumblers are getting in my way.
Yeah.
Knowing what the hell's going on. Especially since we have these large cuts. Like, I imagine, because I can only imagine, that once we got back during the siege of Unicola, that the brothers were kind of hashing this out for us in dialogue. But then it was like, din 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 din, and they're like, din 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 din, and the guy has a gun. Well, I guess something's happening. You know.
I tell you this, I might actually try to track down the makers of this movie.
Just
to talk to them.
Yeah,
and find out why.
Yeah, if you could do that, it would be amazing.
I will record it. Make a whole show out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't care. I have to know why this is how it is.
Get their music director on the line, whoever that was.
How much time did you spend in the editing room? What did you do with the editing? Why is the music all different, all weird? Why did they mumble? Why is the music too loud?
But during a 30-second scene, there's like 7 or 8 cuts. in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, and never mind the fight scenes.
The fight scene.
Oh, the action.
They're
scenes.
they're downright unwatchable. Like this is, and I mean, it's an old film trick to try and cut around mistakes and stuff when they're doing like their stunt work.
Right.
You know, where if a guy falls down, you never see him land until it's an actual purposefully shot landing scene, right? Because he falls on a mat. So you cut around that, so it looks like he fell, and then your mind just kind of makes up the rest. But this one, the end fight scene is just like bang, 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 and cut. Like it's
the end scene where Armstrong gets thrown over
A railing.
They cut, spin it.
Mhm.
They spin the frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess that's to indicate him going over the
Yeah,
railing.
yeah.
And then cut, and then all of a sudden static shot, and he's holding onto the railing.
Well, because obviously there was no stuntmen in this movie.
No, everyone did their own.
No,
stunts.
there was no stuntmen.
They couldn't afford it. $27,000.
No, yeah.
They had to get all those bottles relabeled Unicola. So
Yes.
Really not going to get a stuntman for $5?
But here's the deal. So he's hanging over the railing, and we're supposed to feel, okay, he's in danger.
Yes.
He falls, and he just twists an ankle.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
He got a boo-boo.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like, it wasn't a fatal, they tried to set it up like it would be a fatal fall if he fell.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
No, he's only 10, 15 feet
Yeah,
tops
so-
in the air.
Yeah, they treat it like Luke Skywalker hanging off
Right.
Cloud City.
Yeah.
And he's going to just fall into, oblivion.
An abyss. Yeah.
Or Loki at the end of the first Thor movie. But no, he's just like, it's like one story. Like, you can survive that. In fact, he does.
He does.
He does so well, in fact, that he's...
Electrocutes the alien.
Oh, well, that's the end. What about the scene? Okay, what about the scene where he springs the Brazo brothers? And
Oh my god.
here's your light.
Oh, my. Oh, yeah, the bad guy.
He flashes the prison guard.
Well, he
Both
tricks
of them.
He tricks he brings in the Z-ball. No,
Zomball.
The Zomball. Z-ball. That's copyright.
I guess.
Dragon Ball
Zomball Z-Beast.
Yeah,
ZB. Oh, God, don't get me started on the ZB.
They've got this ball that flies around and can hypnotize people. First of all, how does this guy get into the prison?
He was. He looked like he was dressed up like a convict because he was wearing the same kind of denim shirt that the convicts were wearing, and yet somehow.
Once again, that's a scene that's not. We're just supposed to accept the fact that this guy was able to walk into, I guess, maximum security, whatever.
Yeah, representing under the guise of representing Unicola, giving out free samples.
Yes.
For the employees.
Yeah,
for the employees.
For the employees. So he offers $5 to taste test their new formula, I guess.
Right.
So this movie basically. It's like every joke you tell, you just tell the punchline, let the audience get the setup for you.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here because we're just seeing the end result of his machinations to get in the front door. Then there's I don't know how many doors this 50s prison would have to get to the prison cell.
Yeah.
And he's still making his way through like a video game level.
But he looked like he came through the cell block.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
it does, yeah.
He does. He absolutely.
So
to
it's
the
not-
visitors area. So he must have zombified every guard post and station.
Maybe he did,
on the
but
way
they didn't
in.
show it. We have no idea.
We have
So
to
we
write
have-
the setup. He
we
gives
have
us
to.
the punchline.
We just have to assume that he zombified everybody with the zombify ball, which flies around and zombifies people
on its own, by the way.
on its own. But he's carrying it in like one of those waiters in those 1950 movies where they're room service, and it's under a.
one of those trays that you have at that would have been a slop line there in the prison, right? Like it's.
And
Like that had tacos for Taco Tuesday in it the day before. And now it's got a
But
zombie.
he gets into the room with the two prison guards, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, taste test, and we'll give you $5." And the guy's like, "Yeah, for $5, sure, I'll taste it, whatever. For $5, yeah, fucking deal. $5 can buy me a car." And
it's 1950.
but then all of a sudden he stops, gets a cigarette out, and says, "Hey, buddy, give me a light," and gives him sexy eyes.
But the way he does it. Hey, how about a light?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like you've been spending too much time at work, man. Because that's how the prisoners are looking at each other. Like,
It's like you've only ever seen a dame In the bar do this to you? Like, hey, stranger, want to have a got a light for a
the night
lady?
before he was at the bar, then he's I'm gonna try that at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
It worked for her.
So what happened? The ball zombifies the two guards, and
I kind of like the way he did it though, because while he's trying to give the light to the one, he just like stealthily just tips the lid.
Not stealthily. Let's not say stealthily.
Well, because the cigarette guard doesn't see it, right?
Yeah, well,
and then all of a sudden his buddy's just like, he's zombified.
Yeah.
And then the next one though, he's like, fuck it, and he just like just unleashed the beast there,
Yeah.
and zombifies it. Like, why don't you just lift the lid?
right.
Yeah.
Like it can multi-zombie.
Yeah.
Yes.
This thing is an amazing piece of technology. I'm telling you, like these aliens got it going.
Was it an alien lighter? Because he goes, here's your light, and he puts the flame to the guy's chair, and he goes, and he does the whole
I
thing.
think it was his
ignites.
clothing.
It's
So that's
clothing.
what- yeah. So
Well, polyester, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, polyester prison uniform.
yeah. Drink cola and buy polyester and smoke. Like that's
But once again, so he lights this guy on fire. Hard cut. They're in the truck. They've sprung the Brazo brothers.
Yeah.
He sprung them.
We don't know what happened
We
with
don't
the
have no idea what
prisoners.
happened.
no idea.
The thing is, you could have cut that whole thing out and just cut to them in the truck,
Yeah.
because it's just like, well, thanks for getting us out. And that's basically,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's stuff that didn't make it into this movie, but this did.
yeah.
Like with all the hard cuts and like we're not going to bother setting up a scene. You just are in it. Why would you have this whole charade? Like,
What
what's
I
the
don't
big
understand
deal?
is it getting away in the truck? The one Brazo brother has to get out to pee, and the alien's like, no, I'll take him the flashlight. I don't want you two getting out of the truck at the same time. So he goes around the front, and the second one that's still in the car drives over the alien. Why?
Mhm.
They just got you out of prison. They're working with you. Why?
Well, they I think the earlier visitation scene, because he comes to visit them,
Yeah,
right.
like legit. Even though he has the zomball with him,
Yeah.
he could have sprung it right there.
That zomball cracked the
The window.
window, so he could
It
have.
cracked the window, electrocuted him, and then repaired the window.
Yes.
This thing is awesome. This is the best thing about this. I want a zomball.
And these two openly talk about escaping
Oh yeah.
on the prison phones, which I believe those conversations are either listened to or recorded.
I've never been
only
incarcerated.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
Well, the guards were sitting right there. It's not
Yeah.
like they couldn't hear
it's
him.
true. Yeah. Right. So there seemed to be some friction in that scene between
Yeah.
the alien and the bad guy.
because the Brazo brothers have hidden the formula to the health cola, and the strangers want it.
Well, and I think the smart Brazo, was it Bart, whatever.
Bert.
Yeah. Okay. So Bert kind of has a bit of a grievance with the alien about the way the plan went down. It's like, okay, you guys drove away and we drove away with the cops.
Mhm.
So he was pissed off at the setup of the plan,
Yeah.
which he didn't think about before executing the plan.
Well, I would assume the original plan was for them not to get caught, but
But yeah, so he was pissed that he was in jail. So okay, get us out of jail. But they're criminals, so they don't want to work for anybody but themselves.
Mm.
So I was like, yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, don't stand under the thumb of those strangers. You know.
and what is it in movies that if you know magic, quote unquote, like Houdini style magic, that means you can automatically get out of real handcuffs?
I don't
Yes,
know.
because there's a scene where he slips out of his handcuffs.
Yeah.
And this does not.
You can't do that. They're trick cuffs.
You can't
folks.
do that, but this does not. The guards are not,
They're
worried about
nonplussed.
this. They're not worried about this
No.
at all. This guy just slipped out of handcuffs in front of you.
Yeah.
That's not, that's not a sign to worry about this guy.
And it was after you took his Houdini book away
Yes.
and threw it in the trash. He already knows the trick now. He knows
Yeah.
whatever that secret is to get out of legitimate non-trick handcuffs. And then, fuck you. All right, moving along.
Oh,
Is that the same guy that gets lit on fire? The guy that takes
Yes,
the Houdini
the
book
guy
away?
who takes the Houdini, because he's reading the Houdini book right before he gets set on fire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So the alien has beef with him? Why
The alien has beef
why
with
like-
him because he won't give a. He wants the formula to the cola, and they're holding out.
No, but he had a beef with the guard that he lit on fire.
Oh no, that I don't know about.
yeah.
Like you think
Well,
that
why
would be-
kill? Why kill the pilot?
Yeah, like that. I figured there's more slaves for your zombie army you're trying to build. Like this is kind of a weird waste of resources.
So that's the thing is they do have, and that's the weird thing in this movie is they do build up sort of an army.
Well,
but they don't do anything.
Here's the deal: if you're going to break them out of prison, zombify the guards. Wouldn't that help you?
Yeah,
you know,
you could waltz out. You could have one of them driving for you.
Right, exactly.
But here's the thing: if you're going to make the human race zombified, what are you going to do with it? Because they don't do anything with this whole town. At one point, has been zombified, right?
Yeah,
and they're just sitting outside of a grocery store, mowing the sidewalk, walking slowly across the street.
Yeah.
What?
I think,
what's the end game?
I think the end game is to have the whole planet like that. Then it's easier to rule because you can just tell them what to do whenever you want. Everyone, like the entire population, is complacent. We're just in the early stages now, so we can let them graze. They'll be free range zombies for now,
right?
And then we'll bring them back later. What about a prison full of people, though? Why did you zombify them?
Yeah,
you got all these convicts that probably have useful skill sets. You know, especially if you're trying to take over the world. You know,
And we also forgot one more thing the Z-ball can do.
Oh, did I? Jesus,
it brings them back from the dead.
Yeah.
Resurrection. Oh my God. Again, amazing technology. Yes. I love this thing.
A grandma and her two grandchildren find the stranger that the Brazo brothers have run over.
Yeah.
The ball cures him of death.
Yeah.
And zombifies them.
Of course.
Yep.
And then the little girl drives them back in their car. They leave the grandma.
No, they take the grandma.
They do take the grandma?
They do take the grandma because they're there because the grandma's there when they take the two kids to get eaten by the beast.
Oh, that's.
But they don't take grandma.
They don't take grandma. Yeah, she's tough.
It's right near the expiration meat. The expiration date. We don't have.
So there's a scene where these two kids are standing.
I don't know, 2 days.
Yeah, these two kids are standing, and the two strangers are talking to each other. And everybody sounds the same in this movie. Nobody, So all of a sudden you hear a roar in the background, and one of the strangers goes, "We need to feed our little friend." And we all three go at the same time. Oh, is he going to feed him the kids? And they feed him the kids.
Yeah, we're like, don't tell me they're feeding them the kids. They're feeding
them the kids.
I was crazy. Oh,
And the weird thing in this movie too is whenever they show the strangers, they always show them from the back.
Yes.
Yeah. And especially at the beginning of the movie, you don't see the strangers' faces, you just see them from the back. But then once you see the strangers' faces, there's nothing special about it.
One guy has a beard.
Yeah. One guy has a beard. That's it.
That's it.
And the other guy's just incredibly good looking.
He could have easily been on the FBI team because all the FBI guys were good looking dudes.
FBI guys.
They were the good looking dudes, right? It's like and there's that one kind of Clint Howard looking FBI guy with glasses. So of course he's ugly, but no, I'm just saying movies. But everyone though, it's just like they got him from a modeling agency. Or, you know what I mean? Like that's their. Like he was on the runway in Milan or whatever. It's like, you should be in the bureau. Yeah. You know? Come with me. You know, you can serve your country.
And this is what the thing. I was a zombie for the FBI. There are no zombies in the FBI.
No, I think maybe it referred to one of the FBI agents goes undercover as a zombie. To infiltrate.
Does he really go undercover?
Well,
he act like a zombie.
He acts like a zombie
to Shaun of the Dead.
To infiltrate the zombies. So maybe that's where the title came from. I think
that's why I have to talk to the makers of this.
You know what? Maybe I was an undercover zombie. Might have been a better title.
That's why I have to talk to these people.
I don't. Yeah, no, you should because that.
Like, where's that title?
That title, is not applicable at all because they find a solution for the cola.
Well, there's a doctor, Dr. Kaufman, who I think might have been an homage to Andy Kaufman.
Okay, sure.
Looked like George Lucas.
Looked like George Lucas at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
And looked like a younger, because at the beginning of the film, they want to portray him as a elder man, so they grayed his hair.
Yeah.
And as the movie progresses, apparently he was using,
Just for Men or something.
Just for Men because at the end of the movie, his hair is just jet black. So they forgot,
I have a theory about that. I think they filmed his scenes, but kind of in reverse. So he was naturally going gray, and this may have taken like a couple of years to get it. Like he came back for this pickup shot. He's now a gray-haired man. a year or two later because it's university students, right? And it's okay. So now he's outside in this car.
But he figures out he has high blood pressure, so he's taking nitroglycerin, and somehow when your heart is pumping
really fast,
it negates the effect of the zombie juice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
you guys got that?
Yes, absolutely. Because
Wow, I missed that completely.
Yeah.
Hoffman's on nitroglycerin,
Right.
for high blood pressure. So even though he drank the cola, because his blood pressure was too high, he was pumping it all through his system too quickly for it to be effective.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is they take the nitroglycerin, which I believe is for high blood pressure. I could be wrong.
Well, nitroglycerin is for your heart.
Yeah, but usually you got to slow your heart rate down so
Right.
you don't stroke out, right? So I think that's what it's for, and that's the problem.
No, actually, I think nitroglycerin it speeds up your heart.
Yeah.
So if you have low blood
Because
pressure,
if your heart is beating irregularly, the nitroglycerin will
get it back up.
get it back up.
Yeah.
So I believe
So
the
if it's low blood pressure, then
yes,
Okay,
maybe
okay.
low. So, but nitroglycerin, I believe, amplifies the heartbeat.
Okay, so,
that's
in
why.
that case, then it does work.
Yeah.
I thought I had a problem here, but apparently I
Right.
do not.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
But then later on in the movie,
But I just want to say, sorry, before you
Go
move
ahead.
on. At the beginning of the movie, he looked like 1987 George Lucas.
Yes.
In the beginning, it was 1977 George, or by the end of the movie, he looked like
Right.
1977
He
George
was
Lucas.
by the end of the movie, he was Star Wars
Yeah,
George Lucas. And by at the beginning of the movie, he was
prequel George
he
Lucas.
was prequel George
Yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I
So-
gotta show you something. I got an idea for a movie. It's Jar Jar Binks. We're gonna it's gonna be great.
we'll love it.
It's for the kids.
But then later on, at the end of the movie, the Brazo brothers are being told to be taken away by the zombified people.
hmm
But then they turn.
Yeah,
So the effects of the cola wear off.
No, that's because he put the nitroglycerin
in the mix.
in the mix.
They-
They
okay.
all drank it.
They do a glory shot of the cups, and you can see the little pills. Still.
Right.
So
Gotcha. Okay.
in the cups.
Yeah, and you know who did that? Undercover zombie. Yes, he's the undercover zombie saved the day.
that was Ace. Right?
Ace. They're interchangeable. Ace and Rex. One Rex, I believe, has a girlfriend.
Rex,
girl reporter,
I
girlfriend.
could keep track of those guys because Ace actually enunciated. He was the one guy.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Rex
Ace
was the
and
one-
Rex were together.
He talked like he had lockjaw.
That was Rex.
Yeah, that was Rex.
Yeah. So you kind of picked him out right away because I'm like, why the fuck is that guy mumbling?
Yeah.
Oh, and he is with the girl. Fair enough.
The mumbler is with the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the lowest.
Who's
lane.
inconsequential in this movie, by the way.
Yes,
The girl.
she serves no purpose.
No,
She is the damsel in distress.
Absolutely.
From start.
This is 1950s Lois
Yes,
Lane.
this
really.
is not. Yeah, this is not a strong female character.
This is a Wonder Woman.
She gets punched in the face.
Like twice.
Yeah.
like in full straight arm, like
Oh, yeah.
bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like he punches through her
Yeah,
face.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow Bruce Lee on that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Right? You got to punch through the
Like
target.
he goes to punch the back of her head.
Absolutely.
So that's how hard he
That's what
punches.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he did not.
But
hold
this
back,
was just, this was not a strong female character.
You know what? I will give you this though. I think in a different movie, that punch would have just knocked her completely out. I think in this one, she's like, "Ow, you
She's
fucker."
just got a Band-Aid.
It knocked her down.
Yeah, it knocked her down and she got a Band-Aid.
Just a Band-Aid.
She's got a Band-Aid across the top of her nose, which does no good.
Unless it's got.
Unless that punch cut her bridge of the nose.
If he was wearing a ring of some sort that
Right.
cut her nose.
But that Band-Aid, if he punched her in the nose, her nose would be swollen. If he punched her in the jaw, that would be, but this...
There's nothing
And
the Band-Aid would do.
It
Yeah.
looked like a sleep strip. You
Yeah.
know, she's not going to snore. She's not going to snore tonight.
I'm just going to check my clipboard again and
Oh.
then call
Oh my
and
God.
call it a day.
So here's the deal. Here's how everybody gets to sneak around in this movie. All the bad guys hold clipboards an inch away from their face, which
As they're walking.
which evidently they can't see in front of them and obscures their peripheral vision. Because that's how everybody can sneak around. Because everybody's holding a clipboard an inch away from their face.
Oh, this movie.
This movie loves dramatic reveals too, because almost every character that's introduced, whether they're main or a side character, is always reading something.
Yes.
You know, like one of them, I swear the magazine said Magazines Weekly, and then they were just, and then it's just, they put it down and reveal.
Yes.
You know, and even like the prison guard was reading something, and then it's reveal. And it's like, So you're gonna light this guy on fire in 3 minutes? Why the dramatic reveal?
Like
of the guard?
the guy in the car. They go to steal a car or something, and the guy's reading the newspaper
Oh,
or
yeah.
a tabloid magazine, and it's like UFOs stole my wife.
The,
And he just reveal.
the Z-ball can start a car.
Yeah,
The Z-ball can start and
Yes.
stop and drive a car.
And drive a car.
Oh yeah, I love the Z-ball, the Zomball. Sorry, I want
Zomball.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like about this movie is that piece of tech that gets.
Now we've talked about the Zomball, but what about the Z-Beast?
Oh
God.
What about this 5 foot nothing
This
creature from the
4
Black
foot
Lagoon knockoff?
So the aliens have brought the Z-Beast with them.
there's no explanation.
There's
for where this thing
none.
comes from.
It's in a picture at the beginning, and you can obviously see that there is this creature in this picture, one of the crime scene pictures. Nobody
Nobody acknowledges
it's
it.
clear as day. Clear as day that there is something wrong with that picture.
And it's not human because it has the classic silhouette of the bowed, like
Yes.
like an actual
Yeah.
bow arms.
Yeah,
Right,
horns.
they're circular, and and it's not very tall.
No.
Like, they couldn't even afford. They ran out of Play-Doh on their stop motion animation because
Well, they just didn't zoom in enough, and this
No.
thing looked like it was 4:8.
by 1982, Lucas had shown us how to do this stuff, right? Because Empire Strikes Back.
In 1950s, Harry,
was in Covington.
what is it?
Ray
Ray Harryhausen.
Harryhausen, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying.
you look at
Yeah.
Jason and the Argonauts; it's way ahead of this. Way
Oh,
ahead
yeah.
of this guy.
Clash of the Titans.
And that was like 1940 something.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, the original Clash of the Titans, same thing. The Titans are all claymation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's out there. And these guys, this must have been the last $10 or whatever that they had in Play-Doh, you know?
Oh,
And but the putting together, I don't know how technically they did it. I would like to ask them that because their technique was actually kind of fun to watch, where you had the actors acting against nothing.
Right.
Like he grabs a stool and then he
Yes.
shoves it. So you see him do the shove, cut, of course, and then you have like basically a mini stool coming at the thing and it grabs it or whatever, and he's just off camera now.
yeah.
So like just the back and forth there, that part was like entertaining, but in a bad way.
They were
Yeah.
never. Yes, there was never any. They were never in the scene together at the same. Like
put a guy in a suit, right?
right,
Put a guy in a suit, then
Yeah.
you can have fisticuffs and clawing and
Whatever
whatever.
looked better.
Absolutely, yeah,
right. Yes, shoot the guy from behind. Yeah, shoot the monster from behind or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Star Trek doing it for years, right? The Gorn is
The
a guy in
Gorn.
a suit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not claymation, like Jim Kirk double axe handling the air, like it's.
And okay, it's a student film, maybe. Okay, it was filmed by Michigan University students, but go to somebody else at the university. Hey, we're making a movie. You're the fashion department here at the university.
Yeah,
Make us an alien suit.
yeah.
because that would it
Wouldn't
seems
it
to me
cost you much?
I would say that it's probably a 1-for-1 because I think the money they threw into all this claymation you could have just spent on a suit.
Yeah.
You pay a guy $5.
Well, they obviously had something because they did the close-ups of the hands.
So they built the hand.
Yeah, so I guess they built a hand, or if it was a glove on or something.
Something, yeah. They had it's all
So they-
goopy, like it started out
Yeah,
okay for this budget.
because there's a couple of shots that's not claymation, but you only see the hand or
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, right. So I'm just saying, finish the suit, man, because that would have cost you just as much, and then it would have looked way better. You would have physical presence. You could hit him with the chair.
Yeah.
Hire a wrestler. Seriously, who could
Yeah.
take a chair shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't physically dominating the scene when it was in it because
It looks like 4 foot.
it does. It looks like it's 4'11".
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this podcast and you're 4'11", just
Sorry.
The build didn't match the reveal.
the reveal,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there was, and it was obviously not because the size of the hand that we see would make you believe that it's got to be a 7-8 foot.
Sure.
Yeah.
This behemoth.
This giant hand, and
Absolutely, yeah. And it can claw through like a door. Like it just put the claws in and was raking them through.
Well, it eats 2 children ages 10 to 15.
And those children were obviously they were taller than.
I think the girl
Yeah,
was.
I think the girl
was like just as tall, if not taller, than this monster that they fed it to. And at that height, how is it putting its hand over top of the door? right? Because they had a scene like that. It's reaching over the, you know what I mean? And so, wait, how's this little guy doing that? Like, he's just
Stepladder.
I guess. He used a crate of Unicola.
And the weirdest thing is we keep calling it the Zombies and the Zomball, and the only reason we know that is because it's in one of the title cards.
It's in one of the title cards,
chapters.
yes.
Yeah.
They don't call it anything during the movie.
No.
There's no reveal as like the alien doesn't say, you know.
There's
feed
no,
the
they don't tell us why they have the zombie. And because the zombies basically doesn't do anything.
No. It's there for like an end.
It's
fight
there for
scene.
the end fight scene, but for the most part, there's no explanation why it's there.
Yeah,
Because they're doing fine without it. They've enslaved the whole town without it.
Yeah, and in fact, it's even proven to be a burden.
Because they have to feed it.
They're gonna feed it. You gotta. Let's keep him away from our friend. You know,
Right.
like they keep having to reference it like as an obstacle, practically.
Right.
Like it's like it's stowed away on their ship. And fuck.
It's Dr. Smith.
When they, well, we're not going to kill the poor bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the little guy.
Or maybe it's like a Chewbacca thing from Solo where they've captured it
Yeah,
and now they're going to use it to their advantage.
I guess so.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Again, nothing in this movie.
They treat it like it's the Rancor. This giant,
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah. It's and they're just waiting.
Well, at one point, it's behind a wooden door, and who am I? I'm the guy that has the key to that door.
Oh, I know.
And it's a flimsy wooden door. Yeah.
I've seen that door on an outhouse.
Yeah.
And I was. This thing's so terrifying. It can claw through a metal cabinet door. We see it.
Yes.
Right in the useless,
radio station.
The useless radio station scene where the guy help me.
That's the reporter. That's the reporter's dad.
Okay, that's the thing. Okay, the aliens go to the reporter and say, "Where's your dad?" And she's like, the KZMB, K-Zombie, the radio station back in Pleasantville. They go to the dad at the radio station, "Where's your daughter?" I'm like, you just talked to her.
Why did they take over the radio station?
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking, well, maybe they're going to send something out over the airwaves to...
I think...
You know what? I wouldn't put it past the Zomball to be able to do that too.
Yes,
yeah.
but they don't... there's no reason for them to take over that...
I think the dad worked at the radio station.
He did.
Yeah.
Right? And so he was hiding in the radio station and he was calling out for help.
But why did they need him?
That's what I don't know.
I thought they had lost track of the daughter. I thought she'd gotten away because she gets captured multiple times.
She is...
But they talked to her right at the beginning. Like,
right.
"Where's
If
your
you know
dad?"
what? You know where she... kidnap her right there and then if you're going to kidnap her.
Oh, no. They knew her at... Because they arrived on scene after the plane crash?
At the siege.
The siege. Yeah. And so they approach her. You're so-and-so, the daughter of so-and-so.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
But they lose her. So that's why they...
No. She goes, I have to go, and they let her walk out.
Right, but that's before they knew that she had the formula. That's
right.
That's why they let her go.
Okay.
It was true, but why...
Then why go after the dad?
Because they couldn't find her, so they go to the dad to find the daughter. Because this was after the prison scene where, where Bert or Brett or Bart, whatever, tells him
this is so confusing.
It basically says that she
movie.
Yeah, she has the formula, right?
Yeah,
but
how am I putting this together? All of a sudden?
First of all, but when they have her and they don't know that she has the formula, why would they be interested in her father?
Or her at all.
Because at that point, they don't know that she has the formula.
And they do this weird thing like, oh, yeah, we moved to that town. Oh, I know that town. You love that town. It's a great place to live.
But here's my question. Why do they want the secret formula anyway? If they've already infected the Unicola with their
That's
formula...
it. I don't know why they want the formula.
Why do they want the original formula?
I have no idea.
I don't know. They could just put the stuff in the cola that's already made.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
I have a guess.
Unless they're going to make it themselves.
My guess is that they're taking over Unicola, and they need the good tasting formula because theirs tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Right. The FBI guys try it, and it's like this is shit. And he goes, yeah. The owner's like, yeah, I know.
Okay, now I understand. Okay, so maybe when they took it over and they didn't have the.
But couldn't you just add mint?
I don't know.
Like just add sugar. Like just make it taste better.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need their secret formula?
Well, I guess it had to taste like.
It had to taste like gold,
I guess.
basically.
Or people wouldn't buy. If Dr. Pepper didn't taste like Dr. Pepper, people would stop buying it. So
Yeah, so it goes. It can go worldwide if it's that
this
good.
is and this is all speculation on all our part.
yeah,
because
absolutely.
none of this is explained.
No.
None of it.
They somehow have plans for Unicola. Meanwhile, the Unicola owner is just whipping around anywhere. He's pushing the FBI around.
Yes.
like he owns them. Just I want these two off the suspended.
If
Who
you're
the
going
fuck
to
are
take,
you don't run the FBI.
if you're going to take
dick.
over Unicola, take over. Start at the top.
Zombie him.
Zombify the president.
There you go.
Because now you got the president. The reason all this shit happened is because the president went to the FBI.
Yeah. So you have everything. If you have him, you have it all.
Yes.
So they are totally ass backwards. Like Zomball, you steered them wrong. This is the one thing you didn't do was correct their course. The Zomball. I think the Zomball is awesome. So I think it should have told them where to go and what to do because these guys didn't know what they were doing.
Well, and we talked about earlier about the hair, and then there's this one scene with the gun, which is,
Oh yeah,
which is reminiscent of the Amazing Bulk because the same thing happened.
absolutely.
Yep.
You had a low budget movie when
You know you have a low budget movie when a character drops a stub nosed revolver and
a six shooter, so you can see the barrel.
Yes. And then another person in the scene picks up the gun.
They drop it.
They
right?
drop it.
Yeah.
He's in the fight with one of the FBI. Rex is in a fight with an FBI guy.
With one of the strangers.
With the strangers. I'm sorry. Rex is in fight with one of the strangers.
This is what happened to Beardo.
Yes, I just remembered it. Yeah.
We were trying to
So
remember that.
he brings out a gun and the stranger knocks it out of his hand. And at this point, he's with his girlfriend and he's revived. He's trying to revive her from being zombified.
They gave her some nitroglycerin.
They gave her some nitroglycerin. So he drops a 6-shooter. She picks up an automatic and shoots the guy in the
clip loaded 9mm.
automatic.
Yeah, it's just like what the
and we were like, that's a different gun, right? Now, yeah, that's a different gun.
absolutely different gun. Yeah, I love the different gun scenes because it's just.
And
it's
what about
hilarious.
Rex in his jacket?
Oh, the disappearing jacket.
The disappearing jacket. The jacket is on and off and on and off.
He has someone hold it for him, and it's
here.
gone, and now it's back. And,
He's like, we're gonna split up. Hold my jacket. You mean I have to case the place and hold your jacket?
You just give me extra work to do, Zomball, can you hold this?
Yes.
Well, he has to get rid of his jacket because he's going to hang on to the bottom of the car.
Because the jacket would make it impossible to.
I love this scene. Again, it's so wrong because he takes off. So now he's got just the white shirt and his gun holster. He cries, and that 1950s. I don't know where they got it from. It must have been from the set of Sanford and Son. Yep.
You big dummy.
Yeah. Yep. So he crawls. He's like, "Oh, my jacket." Okay, so he goes. He looks to his right, scoots under the truck, hangs on. We don't see a driver in the truck.
No.
Somehow hangs on and doesn't get his back ripped. But I can see why because the next cut, of course, doors open. The truck drives 3 feet. He's in 3 feet. You just looked 6 feet down the way and saw no one was there. You could have walked the 3 feet.
Yes.
Oh my God. And then they have to go through this whole rigmarole. Again, this scene was left in where one of the strangers is walking around going, "Come out." And we think he's talking to Rex, like he somehow knows he's there. And he, "Come out." And it's a white cat.
Yeah. No reason.
No reason.
So Rex never seen again.
So Rex's plan worked?
Yes.
The 3-foot Indiana Jones under the truck worked? And he didn't get his jacket back until all of a sudden he did.
Yes.
Yeah. He's caught, and all of a sudden they
He's
tied him.
caught without a jacket.
Well, we
Tied up with a jacket.
Yep.
I found a men's 40. I think it would
Yes.
fit him. Someone had just put it down.
Well,
at
what
random.
happened was I don't.
It had his name in the
How did he
liner on
get-
the inside. A laundromat tag.
So his jacket. Somehow he gets a hold of the locket, and he still doesn't know the chips in it. So he puts the locket in his jacket.
That was strange because he took it from his girlfriend, Penny, who he had given it to.
Right. So
That was weird.
and then the jacket is gone, and then they get captured. And I think the director realized we have
the lockets in the jacket.
The lockets in the jacket, so we have to just put the jacket back on them for no, so
Yeah, we're not going to.
we
We'll put it in the title card, and then they forgot.
Meanwhile, over at what Ace is doing.
I think a lot of the time the jacket is on or off, considering what's in the pockets.
I guess
the jacket.
so.
Yes.
Well, whether he has to.
I don't know. Was there what is it? What do they call it? As continuity
editor.
Yes.
They couldn't afford one.
No.
Not $27,000.
Yes.
Not in the budget. No way.
Stuntmen.
No way.
No.
No stuntmen.
This
no
was
continuity.
this was one of those cases where once I started seeing the actors' names, I figured they would be the same as like writer, director,
Right.
Yeah.
written, directed, acted by. You know what I mean? Like what you would do to save money, right? If you wrote this, like if I wrote a movie and I got that shoestring budget, I'm starring in it because, well, fuck, I wrote the thing and I can afford myself.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
that's about
surprised
it.
that we did not see the director in this.
I still think there was Kaufman.
Oh, you think Kaufman was a director?
Well, he looked like George Lucas, so
Yeah, well, that's
maybe he idolized him.
Maybe he used a different name
Yeah.
as the actor. I don't know.
He just, I don't know. Maybe he idolized Lucas as a director, grew out the main.
Maybe one of the Raspberries was the director.
Maybe.
You never know.
Were the Raspberry Awards out yet?
82.
82?
No.
I don't think this would have made a blip.
But that would have been awesomely self-referential.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that your movie's so bad, you just name yourself Raspberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Like Sandra Raspberry.
Yeah.
Hallie Raspberry. Anyway.
Oh, this movie. You got to see this movie. This is, like I said, Scott, I don't know how you're going to top this.
Well, we'll see.
I
We'll see
mean-
what I can do.
I think the next one, starring Scott White, I guess. He just makes a home video.
Just make a
Yeah.
whole video.
Which would still be better than this, because
Which
you know
would
how to
just be
edit.
me in and out of a jacket.
jacket, no jacket. And just enough money to CGI a ball somewhere.
Yes.
And
And that was blatantly, the ball was blatantly ripped off from Phantasm.
Yeah.
Just the way, yeah.
The old 50s alien movies and stuff, like the aliens always had like awesome tech. Like their shit can do everything.
Right.
Like one ray gun could freeze people, disintegrate people, just
It had
put a hole in them.
It had different setting.
They didn't
Yeah.
have to, yeah.
It's a Marvin the Martian thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's got it all, right? So, and I love that they had this zomball, which is amazing, and yet they still were like, no, we like a classic look on our spaceship, and they have the dome with the
it's
saucer. It's a classic saucer, like from the 50s. So they're insinuating that this was Area 51.
Now, wait a minute. Now, so who was on the saucer? If they were already on Earth and had taken over, who was in the saucer that hit the plane?
I think it was them.
It was them.
I assume it was them.
Yeah, we saw their arrival.
So,
So that's my guess.
but weren't they all? Well, I guess.
But what's really mind-bending, if that's the case, they came down, they crashed into the plane, and then came up with the idea to poison the Unicola?
No, I think they were already there.
Or maybe they're already there and then sent up the thing to get the Brazo brothers, which they didn't.
They didn't know who the Brazo brothers were. They had to interrogate the cop.
And then they said these guys may be useful.
And what kind of shitty
Maybe
UFO runs into a plane? It was a head-on collision.
Yeah.
You know how big the sky is?
You've mastered interstellar technology, but you can't manage. Oh, look, there's a plane.
Yes. Oh,
You know what?
we don't have a windshield.
It wasn't being driven by Zomball, I'll tell you that.
No,
Zomball would
Zomball
have saved
would-
landing,
This
man.
should have just been Zomball the movie.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love that little thing.
Yeah, we need to remake this movie into Zomball. That's what we need.
That's
to
what
do.
you call this.
Yeah.
Because it's the closest thing to a zombie.
We show all the
'Cause it's
stuff
a-
that we need to show. We don't show the stuff that we don't need to show. We get somebody who can do actual music.
Or none at all. I'm going to guess this was designed originally with no music, and someone came along and said, well, you got to have music.
Yeah.
Casio, go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That was it. That's it.
Well, we'll wrap this up. As always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Who's got one?
I just came up with one.
Got it.
You gave it to me. It pretty much. Is it the story about how Zomball was going to try and invade the Earth, but these nincompoops got in his way?
The strangers?
Yeah, the strangers. If they had listened to Zomball, everything would have been fine. But nope, these idiots cocked it up.
Okay. Scott, anything coming to you?
Oh man, for $27,000,
Yeah.
you could have gone to college for
Yeah.
In the
Well,
80s, that's
in
like
the-
2 or 3 years tuition.
Yes, that is. But they got it out. It's on DVD.
I got
Suburban Commando's not on DVD.
Really?
This movie is.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm going to guess that before you arrived at that store. Sorry, we'll get back to it, or is it?
Yeah. That's
I'm going to stall for some time.
Yes.
But prior to you arriving, it could have literally been the day before. Someone who went to school at the University of Michigan, now in 1995, went to that store and said, "Would you please sell our movie?" We cellophane wrapped it and everything. Slap a sticker.
Well, okay, it's coming back to me why. There is I think the same guy that directed this movie directed a ZZ Top video called TV Dinners.
Yes.
What?
Because this monster is in TV Dinners.
Yes, that's true. I read that.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's where I saw it before.
That's where you saw the monster
I thought
before.
it was like Creature of the Black Lagoon.
No,
I love that ZZ Top video.
It's a TV dinner.
Yeah.
And
Oh, man.
and this thing comes crawling out of a TV dinner. It's the exact same monster.
Like that, we're talking like 80, 81 kind of thing, I think, for that album release.
I think
it's one of the earlier stuff.
Wasn't that maybe?
I think it's the same.
No, this it'd have to be after this. This was 82.
Yeah, because they used this monster in that one.
Oh, I thought so they didn't bring back the ZZ Top video monster for this. They created the monster for this.
They brought the monster from Zombie to the ZZ Top.
So they brought
video.
the ZBs to the ZZ Top.
Yes. Oh, the Z's.
Yes.
We bring full circle the ZZ Top beast.
I'm gonna go watch that video again and see if Zomball makes a guest appearance.
See, now that's another thing I read is that Bob Dylan saw this movie. Bob Dylan and ZZ Top, they all loved this movie.
What?
Bob Dylan said he wished he could have been in it.
They all talked like Bob. They did talk like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
He would have been perfect in this movie. He doesn't enunciate either.
No.
Yeah, take over. Whoa.
So I've got two or is it?
Okay.
One, or is it the sequel?
Sorry, just like so. Or is it tuition money down the drain?
Oh,
is that is that your?
Or is it? Or is it an idea? An idea in the back of your head. Because this was probably shot on weekends.
Yeah.
So it was just.
That's why one of the characters.
This
goes
is
gray.
before,
Yep.
cameras on your phones, and before YouTube. So this guy he made it, and he shot it on weekends, and he just whatever it was, he finished it.
Yes.
So, or is it just perseverance? I guess.
Okay. Go ahead.
Passion
Sean.
project.
Passion
project.
Yeah. I guess the epitome of
So, or is it keeping in mind of Zomball? Or is it a prequel to Heavy Metal?
Ooh. Oh, my buddy and I were just talking about Heavy Metal yesterday, so it's creepy that you bring it up again today.
Because Heavy Metal takes place at stories being told by
The Ball.
This
That's Zomball the movie, really. Yeah.
Or is it?
Wow.
Or is it the reason that nowadays in movies we have over elaborate establishing shots? Because every director saw this movie and went, "Yeah, no, we need to establish where we are."
Yeah. Cut. We've got to do something better here.
Okay. Welcome to Hollywood Filmmaking 101. See this movie? Don't do this.
Well, it was just like the opening scene. It was just like cut. They didn't even establish.
You don't know who's who, and all of a
It
sudden
was
the guy's
just
got
a
a gun.
scene
on a
of
plane.
walking into the.
6 minutes into the movie, all three of us were like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
They're just going. Yeah, this is plowing through its plot at such a rapid pace. I swear. You ever see the chefs, the really good ones? They get some-
Benihana chefs.
Yeah, Benihana chefs.
Yes.
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, that is the cut rate of this movie. It is just like a force of nature just driving forward. It's like got a snowplow in the front and the plot in the back, and it is gone.
Yes.
We're not waiting for anybody.
It's like the bodyguard dragging Whitney Houston through the thing. No, coming through.
Coming through. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And
It's such
And
a
I
great-
cut. Well, I will always cut. I will always cut. You cut.
I do like what you said earlier, and this could be another, or is it edging the movie? Like it's it's just edging. It's just like the monster comes out, and you don't even get a scream from Penny. I noticed one shot where I think she sees the Z Beast, and it's like cut.
Yeah.
she does scream. She goes, "Ah!" Cut.
Oh yeah, it's mid-scream, right?
It's mid-scream. They cut, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, I know. I almost wanted the I think that was just before another title card, and she kept screaming.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, in another part of the movie,
yeah.
You do realize this is a talkie. We don't need we don't need all this. Yes.
And the writing is just like
Oh,
that.
it's just like that. I just expected do.
Like everyone gets played out.
But they're not playing.
Like they're leaving us.
Like they're not playing piano. They're playing piano.
Piani. Oh, it's a grizzled old dude, and he's got a mug of beer. The ding 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 ding. Yeah. I'm surprised with their fedoras, they weren't just like doing the little hat.
And weren't those leather fedoras? They looked like leather fedoras.
Someone saw Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mark. Here's my hat. I'll catch up with you later.
No. Sorry, it's not. It's close to that. But what makes it better? Here's my hat. The rest of us will join you in a minute. Like it was such contempt. Raw. It was like the most emotion in this movie was he gets pissed off at a guy who's down a flight of steps, takes the hat. Here's my hat. The rest of us will join you in a minute. It's like, holy shit, where's that guy for the rest of this picture? And I love that. I'm going to use it. I'm going to wear hats more.
Yeah.
If someone tells me they're going to come on and say, here's my hat, the rest of me will be down in a minute. I love that.
And well, I know we've already done it, but the final, the most abrupt cut is the ending where they kill. It's first of all the bad stranger can see him setting this all up. He's electrified the stairwell and poured water. He sees all of this and walks right into it. He blows up and then cut to hospital.
Yeah.
It was that abrupt. It
Well,
was,
she's fucking him.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a quick scene of like, oh, I wonder how Rex is doing. Close the fucking door. All right, I guess he's fine. It's just
he broke his leg. He's been in this massive explosion. All right, fuck him.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
And now in most movies, they would have stopped, and I'll give this movie credit, they would have stopped at just electrifying the staircase. That usually does it, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of what footwear, et cetera. Like the bad guy is foiled by the good guy because he can do this thing, right? But then to have not one, but we cut to two different scenes of him dumping water. So he dumped out part of the bucket of water, saved some.
Yes.
Because as the guy got to the bottom of the stairs, you can see him, and he rolls his eyes like, oh, you're so annoying, die already. And then he walks over to get the locket because Rex throws it on the stairs. Another shot, pouring the water again. We take our time with that. But during the action scene, it's like I go to throw a punch, cut. And the guy is like, oh, it's...
so weird. It's so weird.
We are about a half hour away from being the length of this movie, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
And there's still so much more.
Yes.
That's why you got to see it. I'm just going to say you have to see it.
You have to see it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to see it with friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, if you made it through this entire podcast without having seen the movie, bravo. I hope we gave you something. Because we don't know what we just saw. But
No, it was...
But if you haven't, then go and watch it and then come back and listen.
Yeah,
to this because
absolutely.
holy smokes.
Yeah. So because I know when this
movie is on
coming
YouTube. This movie is on YouTube.
It is?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you can watch it on YouTube.
out. Okay, perfect.
Well, actually, you know what? If you don't mind, hey, why don't we try some other tricks? Can you cut that out and put it at the beginning of the recording too? For anyone that it's available on YouTube?
Yeah, I could do that.
Because I mean, it's if they don't know, they're never going to find
I
it.
could link it too.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
So that's going to pretty much do it for. I was a zombie for the FBI.
Or is it going to be it?
Or is
No,
it
okay,
gonna be-
no,
it's going to be it.
it.
once again, Scott, thank you very much for coming out.
Yes, thank you, Scott.
Thank you guys.
It has been kind of a blast doing it. Don't get me wrong. I drove 2.5 hours to get here. I know you came from a lot longer, Scott, but you're already here.
Yeah.
Just for this podcast, worth every moment on the road.
Absolutely. And again, if you're in Ottawa, go see Scott at the Absolute Comedy Club.
If you do
this weekend.
if you're a listener, introduce yourself to Scott and say hi. Tell him you heard him on the show. Because if I'm there, I'm going to want to know and say hi as well. If that's cool. Yeah, just to be fun to meet a listener.
And coming up this week on Film Studies, Predator.
Yeah.
Predator or the Predator?
The Predator.
The Predator.
Yep.
The Predator.
Can't wait for this one.
All right, well, that's going to pretty much do it. I'm Sean Taylor.
I mean, Mark.
I'm Scott White.
Join us next time when I'll have a funny movie ready.